So this week we started off with the interview with our friend Keeling.
What up, motherfucking Rush?
Yo,
what's up, bitch?
Just so you know, you're free to do whatever, and then we're gonna edit it so it's not,
We went deep on 90s comedies and what we loved about them and kind of the focus on ridiculous characters.
I love comedy. I love, fucking Adam Sandler, Ben Stiller, Mike Myers, Will Ferrell, Chris Farley.
Long story short, Taylor resurfaced an old character. We kind of reshaped it, built it anew, and we went deep. Without further ado, we present to you Charlie Muffins.
Really cool world.
Really cool.
A great conversation is like a good cup of coffee. It's rich, full of flavor, and leaves you in a state of excitement. I'm Stephen Summers. This is Conversations. Charlie Muffins is one of the most esteemed storytellers of the 21st century, and certainly one of the most interesting. After receiving his master's degree of sociology from the University of Cambridge, Charlie went on to publish the critically acclaimed and best-selling novel, Really Cool. At the age of 44, Charlie is back with his new show, Charlie Muffins' Really Cool World. He now joins me on Conversations, where he aims to, once again, inspire millions.
Are we doing the biscuits and tea, please?
Charlie, what inspired you to create this travel show?
Good Lord, I must go back to childhood, really, to answer that one. Growing up in a small town with not much going on, I found myself in my room, using my imagination of dreaming of big places and far-off lands. We had a handmaid, Ingrid, Romanian refugee, burly, strong, hairy. She would come to the door and she would knock and say, Charlie, I want to read you a book, Romanian. And we would go through the classics, Tom Sawyer, Joseph Conrad, Joseph Stalin, all of them. And I knew then and there, I would see the world myself one day.
Now, what was it about your childhood that made you see the world as really cool?
I always tried to make the best of a bad situation. Let's just say it wasn't all jammy Dodgers and spotted dick at the Muffins household.
To better understand Charlie Muffins and where he comes from, we hopped on a plane and headed out to Wiltshire, England, Charlie's place of birth.
Oh, the old stomping grounds. We're here in Wiltshire, England, where I used to live. On my favourite street I would take as a boy on the way to school. England. The motherland. Really cool.
Is that you, Charlie Muffins?
Oh, hello, Mrs. Nutterbottom. How are you?
I'm fine. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. How are you?
Oh, God, I'm just fine. Really cool.
How's your father?
Oh, he offed himself 10 years ago.
Oh, well, enjoy your day.
Cheerio, Mrs. Nutterbottom. This is my childhood home. It was just up there, in that top window, where my bedroom was. I would look out amongst the vast countryside at the time and dream of far-off places, a world unknown. I remember being a young boy, and Mr. Robinson, the milkman, would slide on by every afternoon. He would say, Charlie, from down here. And I would come up there on the top of that balcony and I would say, Mr. Robinson, so good to see you, sir. You brought some milk today. As if I didn't have a clue, really. And he would say, Charlie, come down and get your milk, boy. And I would come down and I would run that milk right inside. I would have the sip of a lifetime, really. Man, it's been decades since I've given myself the opportunity to sit here and see the shed that my father would drunkenly come home to and say, Charlie, get out in the shed. Excuse me. Excuse me. I thought I had dealt with the trauma of the past. But clearly it comes rushing back to you with no stops in place.
What was your relationship with your father like?
The plot thickens. My father was an esteemed man of high accord to his colleagues and friends within the town. But there was a darker side to him that no one knew about, really, except for me. He would be very fond of drink. My father would beat me senselessly, really, to the point where I couldn't even stand. Luckily, he never knocked out any of my teeth, though. But I knew that he had a rough childhood, and I couldn't blame him. I had to reconcile with the past and move on.
Charlie, do you forgive him?
I don't think what he did was really cool, but I find it really cool that I can sit here now, more confident, self-aware, and tell my story. That is really cool.
That is really cool. What are you most excited about with your show, Charlie Muffins' Really Cool World?
God, I was waiting for this question, Stephen, really. I'm looking to bring joy and excitement back into people's lives. We've got producers, we've got people we're working with. We want to take the dark part of the world and people who are there and show them the light.
You strike me as a man with a lot of depth. Charlie, what legacy do you want to leave in this world?
Wow. Wasn't expecting this one. Legacy. Now that's a big word. Not something that we take lightly, coming from the motherland. I want people to be inspired, to see my work, see what I have done, accomplished here, and take that into their own life and bring the light. And that's pretty cool.
Charlie, I want to thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Truly, thank you for having me. And I really hope that all the viewers will tune in to Charlie Muffins' Really Cool
World. Really Cool World.
Oh, yes. That's Charlie Muffins' Really Cool World. Thank you. Got the tea and biscuits anyway.
Thank you for tuning into Conversations. I'm your host, Steve Summers. We leave you with a sneak peek of Charlie Muffins' new show, Charlie Muffins' Really Cool World. Enjoy.
Hello, I'm Charlie Muffins. I grew up in a small village of Wiltshire, England. When I was a child, my father beat me senseless. Travel has always been a huge passion of mine. So come and join me as we travel the world on Charlie Muffins' Really Cool World. It's really cool.